maybe. I'm gonna assume it's on. Things are saying they're right. Hey, Bobby. Hello.
So what are you playing?
I'm playing Disco Elysium.
Oh, right. Have you still not beaten that, or are you doing a different playthrough?
I've not beaten it yet. Oh, what's gonna happen, Bobby? It's been weeks. Oh no. Alright, we'll listen to some experience.
Oh, did you see that Nintendo's doing an indie presentation again tomorrow?
Uh, yeah, I saw a link somewhere, and then it had like a picture of Silk Song on it. So I clicked on it, realized I was clickbaited, and it immediately went away.
Yep.
We went
Very
camping
clickbait.
in Greece for 2 weeks. Yeah, found a new type. Oh, oh boy. Can I assume it's a strawberry?
No?
Viewers talking about their time, their experiences. Okay, so it's not what I think it is. Yes. Made jam. That's good. Okay. Oh, big mo. Happy birthday. Bunch of yeah. That a lot has happened apparently with you. Over 200 times. What? It's been a while. I feel like I remember you talking about the mushroom dishes. Yeah, good dishes. You loved it. That's great. You did not talk about it then. It was yesterday. All right. Yeah. It. I feel like someone may have talked about a mushroom restaurant. All right. We've caught up to now. We've caught up to the present. And you brought a fight back home. That's good. Yeah, I think you talked about the restaurant, not the dish. Yeah. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Is it okay for you to go back? home then? I don't actually know what's happening in the world right now. Let's start the game. Police work is tough. Take breaks. Talk to strangers. Pasta with morals. Morale. Wait. I don't remember being able to control the light. What? That does sound good. Truffle cheese. We got fried. I got what? Green mushroom next. That sounds good. Oh, there's a person here. Maca eggplant. Salad with truffles. This tray full of dice, colorful holly, each of dice. 100. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. What? Ooh. Smoked chicken and mushroom pesto. That sounds good. I like meat, and so does my mom.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A dice maker? A bird-like woman? Caramelized chanterelles with chanterelle ice cream. And a candle? Alright, explain the can. That sounds like a good restaurant. Like woman sits on a throne of jewels and emerald light glowing through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Are you good to go back home now? Are you looking forward on?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
That's headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
No, I'm not. Oh, no.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here.
I guess you
Let's
are
start,
doing it.
guys. Did you have something specific in mind?
Oh. Oh no. That's not good.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers
So,
fiddle the ring. Her bones light, but
stay
her
safe.
hands strong.
Don't die. Speaks her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. No promises. I think role-playing game needs some
Very
dice.
good. My rate is 10 real per set.
That,
Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone
oh,
you
I
want
went
to use.
to West Virginia over last week. Because it's my grandfather's 90th birthday on one of those days. Yeah. He old now. He had me do stuff.
Good.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like
You-
stalagmites.
That's not true. The geese were not chilled. 90 is good. Geese are never chilled.
Geese only seek to cause destruction.
Yep. Someone's looked at the stones and ice are a natural part of the room growing out on the show. It's like stuff I've made. Up to 92. Yeah. Yeah, my grandparents are still all right. My grandfather's still like going outside and doing things. Oh, you ought to. They were cute. Oh no. I guess is it just a Canadian geese thing, or is it like an all geese thing that's or they're terrible? Well, they're big nuts. Are you talking swans or geese? But that was fantastic. Oh man, that's a perfect one. That was so good. It was like someone waited for that to happen. For the geese or with the butt spot message? Has he responded yet? No, that was his first message. I don't. Do not sexualize the geese. I think I know the geese that are in America are really not good. Swans, I think, are alright, right? I don't know, can you back this up? Where's Colby when you need him?
Why would you think Colby's gonna know that much more about swans?
I don't know. He has knowledge. He has forbidden knowledge sometimes. I always looked at the stone and dice are a natural part in the room. Growing out in the show, it's like select. How'd you become a
How
dice
did
maker?
I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Oh.
She doesn't let it show, but there's anger in there. She doesn't like jewelers. Thinks they're a mob.
Swans, yeah. When geese here, they're mean and like they are. There's a YouTuber. Can I? Let me find that YouTube video. Tier Zoo. Tell me if you can see that link. It's the season, yeah. Okay, yeah. So there's this YouTuber Tier Zoo. He makes like is it? What is it called? Entomology? Zoology?
Is it animals?
Yeah, animals.
That'd be zoology then.
What was entomology?
Bugs.
That's right. He does make that videos about bugs. But he does it in like in the terms of video games. He explains zoological terms and stuff as they were like video game stats.
Interesting.
So he gives where's the goose stats? He gives geese high intelligence, really low power, and high mobility and HP. And the reason he does that is because they will attack you because they're like intelligent birds, but they have no like damage capabilities whatsoever. Like they're all bark no bite in the Canadian geese. seen some of his stuff. Yeah, I like the Cheers Zoo. Yeah, all bark, no bite. And I feel like if you can just grab their neck, they can't do anything. They're extremely vulnerable when they like try to attack you because they go face first and then there's a long neck that you can just grab onto. Oh, someone sneezed.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Donning it. Oh, don't they? Yes, they do. It's because geese are terrible creatures. Alright, Bobby, have fun. Glad to know you're alive still. Stay that way. Don't die. Yeah. Someday Logan will come up here on time.
Is Logan still?
I don't know what he's doing. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bobby. What'd you say, Adam?
Yeah, what's Logan up to lately?
I don't know. Homework? Bye. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Is a D20 a polyhedral?
Yeah. In fact,
Alright,
poly
so
just means many-sided. So
alright, yeah. Do you like
Not
RPGs?
especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Oh, that's nice. I'd like to order
Of
dice from
course.
you.
Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know you know any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Yeah, totally want cursed dice.
Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
8 hours. What's 8 hours after 10? Wait, does the skin go 6 o'clock? Yeah.
Maybe 6.
In 8 hours. And see, takes a small notebook from her table and writes in the notes. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you
Oh.
didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She starts to try and come up with an
During
example.
daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the
I
window?
might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You're in the zone. Do you often work Sunday
It's
nights?
an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Thank you for your
She nods.
answers.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
Sorry.
Colby.
What's up? Hi,
Sidetrack.
buddy.
No,
It's going.
we're live, so no gamer words, Colby.
I never see the gamer words. No one does, but I don't. Yeah. Winston had to go to the bathroom. I had to put away the chili I made for dinner. And then Cohen wanted to make tiramisu overnight oats. Like a weirdo.
That sounds awesome, actually.
It smelled good. There is vanilla extract in it,
When she arrived here,
but
there
we're
was
not
no
cooking
room
it,
anywhere
so I
else.
don't
She
know
must have known the
how
other
the
businesses.
alcohol's gonna leave.
I mean, it's like barely alcohol.
You can smell the alcohol.
Well, you can smell it, doesn't mean it's inherently powerful.
I mean, I guess.
If you use like a very small amount of it.
Yeah, I mean it's like 1/4 of a teaspoon. Or
Yeah, that would, like-
tablespoon, sorry.
That would like burn out of anybody's system before it has any effect.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
How do you explain what happened to all this company? Plaisance is the one he's sounding. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Oh yeah.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Yeah, Colby?
I was gonna tell Adam that my WoW character has become a parent.
Oh, what? Hold up.
Yeah.
I thought you, like, stopped playing WoW. Or is that just
I
for
stopped
that?
raiding, and then I did stop playing for a long while, and then the new patch came out, and I just kind of bummed around in there.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I mean, there's plenty you can do without raiding.
Yeah. And like, I've only really been on the last like 2 days, and that's really been.
Oh, I just unlocked the Volpera.
Oh, that's fun.
I only have the
yeah,
High Mountain left.
I may or may not have accidentally birthed the Dryad. So there's that.
You birthed a Dryad.
Alright, I dropped her acorn into some water, and then poof, there she is. It's not my fault they imprint on the first person they see. That's apparently how that works, Adam. Dryads come from
Are
magical acorns.
Triads like... or ducks?
Dryads in WoW are different. They're like deer people.
They're what people?
Like deer people.
Okay.
Like Lilia.
Yeah.
Like
Lilia?
think Lilia, actually. That's a very good
That's a very apt...
way to... It's very apt.
Listen to they're hardly a customer. She gets to explain. Curse is just Biden. It's time for us. Sooner or later, bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt. That's why I'm here to investigate.
Oh, right.
But yeah,
But it's not just the bookstore that's still up
So,
and running.
I have
What
a
about
Dryad
the
now.
whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the
I
building
mean, she calls me a
complex.
couple things. Commander.
You chose that?
No, I didn't actually choose that.
Aw.
She was like Guardian.
Hmm.
Or something.
Oh, hiccups now.
But yeah, I apparently have a Dryad daughter now. So
What are you
I have
naming her?
responsibilities. Huh? She
What
had
do
a
you-
name. She came with a name.
That's not how birthing works.
No, she's apparently they're sentient in their acorns.
That makes even less sense.
Well, dragons are sentient in their eggs.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, they
Why?
are. I don't know. It seems bad. So like, when Rathian was getting like experimented on, he knew exactly what was happening, which is a little fucked up, actually. But yeah, I don't know.
The whirling is
Dryads are
doing
weird.
It's
Her name
waitress
is
just
Dianessa.
show
And then
films.
there's me.
Who am I
Just
looking for?
looking at her messy work. They have all kinds of tools that I like to scatter. From knives to carbon files to wire
I've been
cutters.
here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea. Yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange,
I
isn't
need
it?
to find
It's
somebody
because she's
named
in cahoots with the
Somnambulant
demons.
Ori. What is Somnambulant Ori?
Because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Wait, what?
Movie. I found a novelty dice maker in the, like, I want to say abandoned, the back room of an abandoned toy or video games, not radio games studio. Yeah, and the place that she's in is like supposed to be haunted, and trying to make all the businesses in that area go out of business. And we're trying to figure out why she hasn't gone out of business after being there for 14 years. And my character goes, it's because she's in cahoots with the demons. This game is amazing. It's because you're competent. Yep. There are many in the so-called
I
curse.
was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows
I have
you've
to find
uncovered
some
her true
weird owl-
identity.
I think it's so much
Mystical
needed.
owl creature thing named Ori, and I can't find it.
Ori.
Ori.
Sorry.
It's a weird owl creature. It has to be
Is
a
it
reference
now?
to Ori in the Blind
I've
Forest.
always thought it's a rather mundane
It
and
has to be.
boring place with no supernatural
Seeing as-
surprises in sight.
Ori takes care of an owl creature thing.
Isn't streets once you from dress? I've always thought it's a rather mundane, boring place and no supernatural.
Well, if you
So-
ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
Do you know what happened to your tenants? Everyone
More or
else?
less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh,
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
so much fun. Not creepy
There used
mannequins.
to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists? What?
What are you talking about? Insects ain't got no rights.
I didn't know insects had any rights or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the
Alright,
materials.
come on.
Apparently chitin is made in the
Oh, that's a
Occident,
druid.
where it's extracted from
Ah, here
beetle
we go.
wings.
Sisters of the Flame.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Oh,
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
but insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
Very sweet. What's with the rollerblades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She raises her chins on her hands with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashkor or wherever he is.
What did the transmission
The
say?
usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Aw.
Men like that are a curse.
Lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it.
Kind of
It'll
strange
take too
machine.
long.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closed her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her
They were
face.
an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over
Oh.
Whirl. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
Kind of awesome. Look, they ran out of money.
Money and time, the usual.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she could still hear their chit-chat behind the curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
The project did look good.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out
Hey,
new
Colby, where
businesses
and how can
and
I
so
buy
on.
extra bags?
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough
Wait, you
willpower
don't
to
have-
produce something
I
truly
only have, like,
historic
I only have 2
and to
bags
show
on my
up to
shop.
work on time.
Oh,
Showing up to work on time
Like-
is hard.
typically any
No,
general goods
scratch that.
place, or if
Showing
you're willing
up
to
to
spend
work
some gold,
at
just go to
all
the auction house.
Is difficult,
Oh yeah.
especially if you've been drinking.
But you should just be able to buy like a traveler's backpack. That's a 16 straw. Travelers.
Showing up to work on
Back.
time is
And so
hard.
was producing something extraordinary.
Her eyes wander to those shelves full of die prototypes and discarded models.
Anything else?
There's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the
Oh
cellar.
boy, the fabled Revachol ICT.
Oh
You're
shit.
in for a
The
treat here.
experience is up by 25% in the planes.
That's
She
the,
smells in
that's the
close
thing.
hands on heels.
The place was
new
owned
axe.
by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
That's
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
Alright, what
There
about
was
the
really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritter does the same thing.
That's Catherine, she's particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
What happened to the bear?
The bear.
The bear. She was pressing thumbs into her, trying to suppress it. It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000.
Glacé.
Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Sugar Bear was doing his best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How
He
come?
said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Make it there.
Sounds cool. Scary, but cool.
Megatherian, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega
It's an
wild?
imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I do drugs.
Do
that's a
you?
fun new dragon riding
Well,
ability.
good luck keeping it under control.
I got a new dragon riding ability called Second.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
You have 3 charges of it. You
She almost
can
seems sad finishing the story.
regenerate
But
vigor.
Christ, well,
Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
found the building's intercom, but it's not
Oh,
working.
right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
Oh,
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
so you're telling me that the doorbell with the Anthony car is
That's
yours?
right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the whirling rides. Is it part of the same building
You could
complex?
say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
East Delta Pinball.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not
Aw.
surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Why does Kim hate pinball? What? Why does he have this opinion? It doesn't make sense, Kim. Oh, there's so many mysteries about you, Kim, that I want to know. Why do you hate pinball?
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Oh.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electronics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
The moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
Yeah, since now it's an eerie.
Pranks can be eerie.
She's still convinced nothing but a word.
Ugh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Dryads or
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias.
being very nice.
Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the stuff.
It's a
noise.
Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Oh,
What does she mean, to get off on it?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
I'm to the gym.
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project
Oh.
created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Who was he?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he
Jumps.
had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs. A community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
Here now, he's sort of a king, right?
Go right back, gentlemen.
Fun.
Her eyes narrow and oh, she knows Kuno. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out the window. It's oddly quiet
I
there.
think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Judging from inside Matt's fortune really worked.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Someone makes stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Oh.
But what drugs exactly?
I didn't know for what drugs he was on.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals.
Taxidermy
I wouldn't
chemicals?
recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
I love the way the narrator said that. Even you can probably do better than that. That was good. That was a good read. There used to be a hair salon here.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Guess I'm similar. I have any opinions on
Me
hairstyles.
neither. I just want it off my face.
No hair behind her headscarf. Mention about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you... Sure,
Questions
I'm
I
least
see.
good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Alright, well, can we pass it?
A gust
Oh,
of
yes.
cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and
Legendary
nails on the
success.
shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
This is just there, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
She asks as the wind continues to seep through the cracks in the old chimney. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the Dunes commercial
What are you
area.
talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guelain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
This used to be a coal plant. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looks around the makeshift nest that she has carved out for herself,
Are
bewildered.
you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
It has a different address in the heart of... I'm just using mine. It's windy. You probably haven't sealed the chimney crown point above.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
No psychic attacks will reach you here.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her. You got a lucky charm. Your lucky charms, some kind of war. Tell you about why you haven't failed yet.
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
I bet you didn't run this jewelry from the projected depths of the chimney,
No, you're right. I didn't. It
but it sounds rather small and sad. Aww.
wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
You made it nice and cozy
Yeah.
here.
Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
Picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the
But
light.
anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
She gives you a tired smile. Okay. We can level up. Okay. So we need to pick up the dice maker in 8 hours. I guess we are done here. I like that NPC. That was a nice NPC. I like how creepy this place is. Let's take off the quick save. Alright, Plaisance.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
And no position to give out ancient life energy from the
I
source.
knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
We're just gonna work with our
Oh,
delusions.
What else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
Do we talk about Nia? Let's talk
A
about Nia.
novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No man, I've felt her aura. She's not the one to blame.
I
for
don't
this.
understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks
Before you
robust.
say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
Oh,
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
oh. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There's a source in the tank. He involved in the art of this void spirit. Let's lie to her.
Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
Granted, I can no idea if I start. I de-spooked that the curse is
What
definitely.
does that mean? Are you certain? Oh, but who am I to question your methods?
Aww. She looks at you with sudden
All that
admiration.
matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the
Hello.
curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course, but still. Thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
All right then. All's well that ends
How
well.
long all the campaign
Should we return to our ordinary lives?
A
What?
little bit.
and WoW, yeah.
They're easier if you're overtuned, but
Yeah, it just takes forever. Because I'm leveling this, trying to get the shaman to 70 next.
I need to go to the church now.
Oh, the duck is angry.
Figure the ducks.
The ducks in WoW are waterbenders. They manipulate elemental water.
Yes, what is it?
About the offsite copy.
Yes?
Ever brought you the filament?
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
until you ready to close? Or were you even hoping to
I
find?
have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment.
Oh,
Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
an intricate display of
The
failure.
paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that. Cold sweat trickles down your spine. This is spooky as hell.
Play cool. Something's wrong with the filament.
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing some numbers that only she understands. Terminal beats and lights inside start pulsing with a glowing heart. Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
She clocks up her typing
I've
speed.
never witnessed a program at work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's joy in her voice as she bumps her fist into the air. Congrats.
Thank you.
Aw, so where's your tomb, your hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
In the church where a group of water bolts form.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculations.
You like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bolt 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bolt 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third bowl, 2 to the left, 4, 5 to the right.
Thanks.
I've already forgotten. It's already out of my head. Oh, that's cool. Which one's...
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound.
Move the fourth bowl from the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, what is it?
I moved the water bowls to the right positions. What's
Great.
next?
Everything should be aligned now.
She stops biting into her chapped lips. What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Why do you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it going to be silence?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything.
Oh,
I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
this is cool. There's an actual like weird mystery
What if
happening.
silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. You're overthinking
Maybe.
this.
Have a second.
Maybe I'm just tired.
I do.
Scary about we just have to face
Yeah.
it.
You're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphone ready to press on mute on the
The
keyboard.
lieutenant takes a step back, and then nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence.
Can't hear it.
She doesn't answer, her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Well,
Damn it.
the loud sigh turn off her headphones. She's still awake. Did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find a
No.
swallow? No.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But
Ooh.
don't get your hopes up.
Perception check.
Everything
And I
disappears.
passed.
You are draped in
Natural
silence
20.
like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
What if you just need a better sound
A
system?
better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the wall, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
We
Oh.
should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
They can help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in with
I
you.
guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Alright, I'll go talk to them.
Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
Oh wow, that resoluted nicely. I'm the one who disrupts your Twitch chat. My territory seems to have been intruded upon. Oh no! Callie Dooley!
Wait, what?
Callie Dooley's in Twitch chat right now.
Hi, Callie. Oh, it's not. Or, well, hi, Callie. I shouldn't say Callie. I should say your name.
No, it's Callie Dooley. What are you mad at, Callie?
Hi again.
The world.
So, how are things going?
The world's
Oh,
getting you
officer.
mad. That's sad. Have you tried punching the world?
It is effective. Or screaming into the void.
Screaming
I
into the
like that
void.
option.
I am trying to find the void in this game currently. And I think we found it. A professional engineering exam by Friday.
You still take exams?
Kaylee does, apparently. Colby's taking his exam. It's like 8 hours of structural. Oh no.
Yikes.
8 hours of math?
Gross.
Kaylee, I don't know if it's worth it. I genuinely do not know if that much math is worth it. Adam, can you attest to this? Is 8 hours of math worth it? He's stunned silence.
Sorry, what?
He's stunned silent. 8 hours of math, is that too much?
Depends on the math.
Don't fail, do good. You got this, Kaylee.
We believe in you.
Yeah.
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
No, the faith has been placed.
Recorder acknowledges your.
This is hardcore. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
Hardcore.
Encore! All right!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime, invisible movement of the music in the very real.
We just let a guy
of
yell at us. The brow's very large head traces the sublime, invisible movement of the music in the very real airs.
Hardcore! Ah!
Hardcore. He lets out an agonized roar over the feebleish. Obviously not too hardcore beat below. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it is.
The question is, what is the question?
Thank you if I asked you a question, but I didn't know. It's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Report back to Andre that they can move in. I thought. Which one's Andre? Are you Andre? You're
I
Noid.
see you.
Are you Andre?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
At church
Yes?
again.
What's the deal?
Okay, I'm gonna say again. Bye. Have fun, Callie Dooley. Don't die. Guys coming soon. I know she's okay with you guys moving in, but she needs your speakers for her
We're
project.
grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
The speed freak smile happier than he's ever been. I'm going to have to share space for a couple weeks until she gets her research
That's
finished.
fine. We can manage.
I'm glad I could
We
help.
appreciate it. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Let's get moving. Leave the tent. Where's the girl? We still need to get the signatures. We're helping Suna with our project. We need to sync with Noid. Help Ravers start a nightclub. What?
I hit a tree. A very large tree.
So we're at the church. Oh yeah, there's like a creepy dude hanging out in the rafters of the place.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Oh, a random number.
The locusts aren't doing all too well, but they're still in there. This isn't the empty trap. That one was by the canal.
I was by the canal. Okay, let's go to the canal. This is the canal.
The locusts aren't doing all.
Taker booth no longer in operation. Hope we're going the long way around, I guess. Can I go this way? No, I cannot. I'm surprised Callie Dilly showed up in stream. She must be really bored. Alright, how do I get out of this place? Ooh, some money. But wine, it's open and empty. Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Is this the husband?
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Hold on, that is awful. What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
The dead
Something
Jew?
cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Something's not right
The
here.
lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Oh no, it's a dead dude.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad...
Is this the working class husband? Oh no.
Hold on.
Squat next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back in, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Just another dead body. Breathe. Study the
He's wearing
clothes.
mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the
The
man himself.
has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of
Oh
his
man,
feet is still
poor dude.
dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
The surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Step on the
They
floorboards.
screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile.
Examine the
A
bottle.
0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
He looks at two other balls from near the window operating door. The chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Okay.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario, even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Oh, poor Kim.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is he?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
He looks the way you
But
came.
that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
We know who this is. It's a working class man and his husband dead on the
The
boardwalk.
woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
Matches his description.
The bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Do you think he was drunk? He was drunk. What about the
What
kebab?
about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Do you think he was drunk?
Oh yes.
What about alcohol poison, liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Could it be related to the lynching? No. Alright, let's just
It does
conclude.
seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found him. What about the field
A field
autopsy?
autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Let's see into criminal. Let's see.
Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest.
We should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Alright, the library card.
The
Interact.
library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If
back.
lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02
Hello.
552
Hello.
or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours
In there.
900 to
Welcome
1800.
back, Dwayne. How was West
Good.
Virginia?
We should
I'm
give them
here.
a call from my kinema.
Okay.
See if we can learn anything about Elysium et Jean.
Yeah, if we can learn anything from Billy Machine.
Good
Nothing
idea.
interesting to come out of
There is
that week.
plenty of information here to go by.
I'm here.
Okay.
This coin operator viewer has been out of order for years. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to some the windows so strong.
Ooh, Disco Elysium stream.
There's some tear.
Yeah, we just found
an
another
empty
dead
cigarette
body.
package and a crumpled kebab
Oh,
wrapper
a second
in the
one.
trash bin.
Don't worry. He killed himself. Maybe. This time.
Oh. Okay.
It's still not great.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
A tragedy.
I was watering from the smell.
Whoever tossed it here
Was
was a
Kaylee in
heavy
here
smoker.
earlier?
The
Yes.
brand name
That's
reads
funny.
Red Astra. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge.
A tomato
wrapper reads
wedge.
Shish kebab revachol.
Alright. I need to figure out how to get back to where I was going.
Who's that in the docks?
That was the dead body.
That is the body? Okay.
We just found him. And I have a suspicion of who it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the... Which... Where is it? Oh, it's not here. Yeah, there's a dead body on the wall. Can we look at done? Yes. Yeah, find the working class husband. So there's this this woman who like was standing outside of the bookstore where I died to the small child.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we struck up a conversation where I insisted that her husband was missing for no reason other than that was really funny. that was the funny option, and it turns out he accidentally killed himself.
Wow.
So well, we need to go to here now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox,
Pick
and
up the radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Reconnecting to flight first. To the jammer. I need to report a
One
dead body.
moment.
You can hear us shuffling through some
Can you
papers.
please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Unidentified middle-aged man looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the board, rocking his head against the middle bench.
The man was about 173 centimeters tall, stout, with dark hair and a mustache. We suspect he might have been inebriated when he slipped. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Oh yeah, and then I found out that Kim hates pinball.
He hates pinball.
He hates pinball, and I don't know why, and I really want to know.
Alright.
Any signs of violence?
Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
There's a boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue line. Found a library card.
Any information on the library card?
Belongs to someone named Billy Machine.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the
I
case.
have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to the
Hold on,
library.
officer.
Do you want me to stream Discord so you're not on delay?
And I've already introduced you to the
Yeah, that's
librarian.
not a bad idea.
Connecting the code in 2, 1.
It's so funny how he just has to keep going back to his wrecked car to make these calls.
Oh no, this is Kim's car.
Oh, that's Kim's car. Okay.
Yeah. Does it look wrecked?
You know, I can't tell. Okay. You know what? Is that just a fountain? I thought it was like a destroyed pole or something.
Yeah, this is a fountain.
Okay, cause see, I knew that. Didn't what's his name wreck his car?
Harry Dubois.
Yeah, that's right.
What was the name that I wanted to give him? It was something extremely ridiculous that I really wanted to stick. Yeah, he jumped the canal and then lost control and crashed into the ice.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
I'm looking for any information on like Billy Majin.
Billy Majan, you said.
Majan?
Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majan's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Phone address is
Here
fine.
we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Oh.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Any other information?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago.
Logan.
But I wasn't at work that
I
day.
missed my
You know who that
Marie?
was.
my news
Marie, do you remember a reader named Billy Majan?
from
They
earlier.
returned a Thibault
What
book
news?
the other day.
What is it? My character in WoW is a father.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie.
What?
She said that it was Billy's husband
I
who
actually
returned the book.
sounds-
He also asked
I
for this
accidentally
new sci-fi release,
a
Lowe's
dryad.
Radio City 87.
What?
But we don't
Yeah.
have it yet.
I didn't do that by accident.
Well, you see, apparently in WoW, dryads come from, like, magical acorns. And if they get wet, they hatch? Is that what we're gonna call it?
Sprout.
I don't know if,
They sprout.
yeah, I don't know if hatch is the correct word.
That's a
And
good.
then the dryad imprints on the first person they see.
Is my colleague
Now I'm
Mary.
a dad.
That's so
Very violent.
That was Billy's
dryad.
cousin who returned the book. Yes.
really.
There's a new sci-fi release.
I
Lose
took
Radio.
her on a
but we
quest.
don't have it.
Her favorite thing was stabbing
Hush.
things with her spear. She
How did
really
your colleague
enjoyed
know
it,
that?
like,
Oh,
a
wow.
lot.
Marie
Okay.
knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Oh. Do you know the husband's
Sorry,
name?
no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can you describe to me what the husband looks like?
Marie?
And for reference,
She said it was an
dryads
older
and
man, and that she's pretty
Wow,
sure
or
he'd had a drink or
deer.
two the last time she saw him.
things.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
It was very strange.
Thank you. That's all.
I don't know why she
Happy we could help.
was born.
Goodbye,
and then
officer.
Was just suddenly violent.
Anything else you need from me? 57,
Maybe
over
that
and
says
out.
something about you.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers,
You're the first
a
person who
radio
imprinted
a
on her.
hook.
Violence.
She
Where am I going?
literally was like born, refused to listen to anyone else, and then was like, "There's some commotion over there. I feel stabby. Let's go take care of it."
There you go. Raising her right.
And then we proceeded to
Stab.
some invasive speech.
You practice stabbing each other.
There. Do you smell that?
Oh? Smell
Can
what?
you not detect that inimitable whiff
Unlike
of
her,
dissatisfaction and
I could
restlessness that
You
sense
come
that
back.
the world is in need of dramatic, even violent
We've been to the WoW
reordering?
afterlife. It kind of sucks.
Close your eyes and take a deep. Are you saying there's a communist nearby?
Without a doubt, your political olfactory cortex
Do
doesn't
you
disappear.
smell that?
The smell is coming
It smells
from that
like
balcony over
coffee.
there.
Cindy is a communist?
Certainement.
Is
A
she?
precocious communist youth,
That's
a
hilarious.
symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's
Oh.
Oops.
Alright. Let's go to Sydney and see if she's a communist. How do I get
Wait,
Colby?
will you, or I guess I already sent this to Adam, but would anybody be interested in doing a, I think it's like a one-shot. It's like a pre-done adventure called One Honk Before Midnight. And it's...
We all play as horrible geese.
There's just geese.
What?
Don't worry. You'll discover the Goose Hydra, and I'll leave it at that.
I'm in.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire
Each
my
goose has
mural?
4 vital stats to define their gooseliness.
Jeez.
Attempt to establish contact. Hey, sister,
Heroism.
let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
She squints at you suspiciously, looking for
Attempt
cover.
to establish contact while you're standing in front of her.
Looking for comrades to help me fire up the great Mazovian sausage grinder. Will you help me?
the girl
One
erupts
of
in
the
a cackle
defining
that
character
seems like
traits
it should
in
belong
this
to a much older woman.
goose-based RPG system is chaos.
With a K.
Yes, with a K. The most defining feature of any true goose.
Oh yeah.
The
Accurate.
most chaotic geese can do anything at all if they put their minds to it. Geese with low chaos are basically just ducks, though.
Her erupts in a cackle that seems like it
Oh, they
belongs
used
to
Honey Heist as a...
Oh, that's very
Yeah, I was
nice.
gonna say, this has serious
Little
Honey
Piggy
Heist
wants to make
vibes from Crit Roll.
sausages. Out of what? His little piggy friends?
I'll have to
the
watch that.
bourgeoisie.
So the little
No,
piggy
it's Honey Heist
is
is
a
amazing
big
because
bad
they also have
communist
Honey Heist
now.
2 Electric Bear Glue.
Sure.
Bear
I know
glue.
someone who'd love to talk that ideological
Oh
stuff.
no.
You're looking for Steban,
Who's Steban?
a right communist
Oh,
who
did I
runs
tell
a
you guys,
mega cool
how one of my
and
students flipped
very
me off the other
secret
day?
meeting.
Wait,
Oh.
seriously? Hold up.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
We're on stream,
I didn't
remember that.
notice, and then... Oh. Okay.
No,
Is
just
is it not stream safe?
No, it's fine.
it's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Alright, just
I'm
making
not
sure.
gonna say names.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
just remember you're on stream.
No, it's fine. No, I didn't even notice it. And then they, like, must have felt bad. And they came up to me, like, 2 classes later, and they're like, I'm so sorry for flipping you off. And I was like, what? Did what? And then they were even more distraught. They realized they could have just not said anything.
That's amazing. Did they say why?
I think they were upset about something. So, like, on the last test,
Oh,
I'm like, there's gonna be some math on it, right? So I'm like, bring your calculator, like, all this stuff. The morning of the test, I'm like looking through it, and I'm like, it's a little long. I want to trim something out. I decide to take the math out, and then completely forget that I did that. And still reiterate to all the students that they're going to need a calculator.
Jeez.
And so they're all freaking out. They got the calculator. They're like done with the exam. They're like, you said we were gonna have to do math. I don't see it on here anywhere. And that's when I remembered.
that's when you bring out part
So
2.
I made them take the entire exam thinking they were gonna have to do math, and then they never did.
Oof.
Colby, no.
It was an accident, I swear.
That's.
So did you just forget to warn them, or
For what?
did you forget to tell them not to worry about the math?
Well, because I took it out the morning of the exam, and then I did forget about it. Because other things happened.
Right,
That's rough.
It's a medical
You
university.
tortured those students.
I might.
Like,
Well, you
you
said-
know, no offense, dude, but it's bio. How bad was the math gonna
Lieutenant
be?
let slip a
It wasn't
sign
true. It wasn't
that
gonna be
seems
bad.
to suggest
It was-
this
it
term
was-
was utterly
They would have
predictable.
had the equation. They would have just had to know. They would have known where to put what variables. That was it.
Do I
Yeah,
bribe
some-
Cindy?
Some people really just don't know how to do math.
No.
Just tell me what you want me to
A
do.
wicked grin extends across her face.
Oink
For
for
some
me,
people, it's a
piggy.
disability. But I
Just
don't know for
once.
how many students that's the
With
case.
gusto.
Yeah.
Wow,
Students just haven't
that was
been the
easier
same
than I
post-COVID,
expected.
to be
It's
honest.
Yeah,
almost like you've
there's
been
that too.
wanting to do it this whole time.
Like the
A
kids
cool
who were in
Bye, Morale.
feeling ripples
middle
through
and
you.
high school
You
now,
realize
like
you needn't have
they
rolled
went through
over
it early enough
quite
where
so
I think
easily.
they're like
The
gonna
lieutenant,
readjust and they'll be fine.
needless to say,
But,
is
like,
not
I
impressed.
don't know.
Sounds like
people
you're
who were
really
further along, like,
serious about
Who had
meeting
happened halfway
Staban.
through high school,
It's touching.
and now they're going to college.
Sort of.
They're having it rough. Or the people whose early college they had it.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
him.
I'm definitely seeing that as a bit of a problem lately. Of just the confidence in the math is just not there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Spawn. It's not sure.
Staban's group meets only at night in an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight.
Oh,
Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
what else can you tell me about
Just
Staban?
that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
That's very helpful. Thank you, Cindy.
Hold on. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? See, Staban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret
just watched that video.
passphrases to keep out
Oh
infiltrators
god,
and
the
the
one
like.
in the chat.
You
Yeah, I
can't
watched
join
that
the
too.
meeting without
my God.
one.
My cousin showed me that video.
So something did happen in West Virginia.
Yeah. I he shows me like I've never seen this person before, right?
You've never seen Lyle Forever?
No, I have no idea who that is. And so he shows me a guy in like his green costume, and I had no idea what to expect. And then that came, and I was very happy about it.
I'm shocked that you've existed on the internet for this long. I've never encountered Lyle, the therapy gecko.
Therapy? What?
The therapy gecko?
Yeah,
That's what he be.
that's what he is. That he was unironically he was interviewed by Dr. K once.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It was a good stream too.
But apparently, so he's gonna just make it straight keep out for like can't join the meeting on. Do you know the passphrase?
Sure, I do. Staban trusts me.
But you're not gonna tell me.
Why would I? That would be so boring. Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are. That's enough. Off with you then. I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Can I be a skull?
Not chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
I really want to be a skull,
She
though.
throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky,
Why is there
as though straining to hear something
why is
in
there
the
an
distance.
entire
Have you
Avatar:
noticed
The Last Airbender
quiet?
graphic novel.
Every so often,
There's been several.
you might
Yes.
hear a
Well,
gunshot pierce the air
About
somewhere in
Iroh
Jamrock.
and
But in Martinez,
who
no
is that
gunshots,
bounty hunter girl with
no
the?
sirens.
Oh, Jade, right?
The
Yes,
people
Jade.
are languishing in boredom and complacency.
Feels like
Who
can.
is that?
Everybody loves
Have you
Iroh
have you
content.
I guess that is true.
What,
I have
Colby?
an Iroh figure staring at me right now. Wait, or Logan, have you seen the Netflix trailer?
This place is a sepulchre.
You
We'll
have?
paint it red.
Which one?
We bring
For
the
Avatar.
raucous.
Oh, the trailer itself? No, I don't think so.
Would you like to? It's actually not bad.
Alright, sure.
What am I doing again? Get yourself organized. You can't build communism alone. It's time you join a revolutionary brethren. Develop your political conscience and put Marzovian theory into practice. But where have all the communists gone? Roam the streets to sniff out some comrades. Find a secret passphrase to Steban's meeting. Apartment building north, number 20. Alright, lady, can you tell me where 20 is?
Give me a moment.
Clearly still seems to be found. Do you know anything about secret meeting?
What?
Right.
No.
Here we are.
Nobody tells me anything.
How about any unusual activity taking place at
If it ain't my
10 o'clock?
business, I'll keep my nose out of it. Oh,
Shakes her head and mutters to
I
herself.
think we'd all be better off if people kept their noses to themselves.
I look for a billing machine. Do you know where she
It's
lives?
about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the
Majan.
Majans in apartment 20
Majin.
upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Thanks, I'm off. On a balcony. It's this one, isn't it?
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He lowers his voice a bit.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Mejean. We need to
Mejean.
confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful
Oh
part
no,
of
I
our
don't think I
job.
can do this for
This
real.
is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her?
That, just don't say that you know how they feel.
Oh,
You don't.
and it's coming out really soon.
What
Oh wow. Okay. Nice.
if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen
I don't
as soon
know.
as possible.
Does it look bad?
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
it looks like
The
it'll look
lieutenant
visually good,
motions
but they
towards
showed
the
like
door.
minimal acting, so I hope the acting
Well,
holds
we
up
know
too.
the guy who plays Iroh is a good actor because he's been in
Yeah.
a bunch of things.
Hello?
And
Who is it?
Ozai as well.
I don't know who he is.
Voice comes out from the other side of the door. Look at the lieutenant.
He
He ain't Mark
He
Hamill,
gives
that's
you
for sure.
a short, encouraging
No.
nod.
This is the police. Please
Also,
open.
Police.
I
A
didn't
moment,
realize that the
please
guy
give
who
us a
originally
moment.
played Commander Zhao was the same guy who played Lucius Malfoy. in
Oh yeah,
Harry
it's
Potter.
Jason Isaacs.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Dude, Avatar's voice cast was stacked. It's like
Alright.
Fire Lord Ozai is Mark Hamill.
Let's tell this lady that her husband's dead.
Come in. The door is open.
It's such a weird game.
Or a detective, a bad detective, who apparently was a good detective.
Like bad as in dirty or bad as in incompetent?
Yes.
Oh, Daniel Day Kim.
I took a bribe. That was one of the first things I did out of.
Yeah, Daniel Day Kim. He was in Lost, Hawaii Five-0.
He's been in a few things.
Yeah. He was in
He's
Hellboy.
Johnny Gat.
That's funny. Yeah, out of
Yes, he
my
is.
character, was like a decorated cop.
Yep.
And then he got really depressed for reasons they gave is hinted at, but is unclear. And so he went on an alcoholic bender and almost killed himself.
Oh no.
And now he's in like a amnesiac state where he can't remember anything. And we're just trying to bring his life back to put his life back together, while also still being a cop.
What was it again that sent him into that alcoholic bender?
The game is hinting at his wife left him,
Oh.
but it's unclear because there's like no mention of his wife and that I've noticed. But every time he talks to women, there's like a weird a weird problem that he has.
Yeah. That's a good point.
There's like a moment. I think it was with the little girl where I first kind of realized this, where he talked to her about romantic novels, and the girl just like started talking about love and stuff, and he got really depressed to the point where he just quit being a cop and lived under a bridge for the rest of his life.
Yep. I remember that.
Oh, that was funny. Alright. Time to tell a lady her husband's dead.
It's you from the book stand.
Jeez.
Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
First smile vanished from her
I don't
face.
think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink?
She looks around
Tea, lemonade? We're out of coffee.
No coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Oh, I'm not really here for the
Is
tea.
this about Victor, my husband?
Victor?
Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stopped, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling.
No Mark Hamill voice,
It's
Chucky.
just that Victor often gets
Did he?
into all kinds
Yeah.
of trouble.
I can believe it.
So, how can I help you?
It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without
So many
stalling.
good roles.
Yeah.
It's so nice that Kim's here. He's giving me +4 to this role.
Still an iconic Joker as well.
Tell her about
You've done this
The
before.
animated
Just keep your focus.
DC short, Adam, where the Joker and
I would just say he's dead like that.
Yes.
Victor
That's
kidnap
the most
Mark Hamill,
important thing.
Yes,
and
I
he's
have.
rescued
that
by
word.
Swamp Thing,
Oh yeah.
Which is also Mark Hamill.
which is also Mark Hamill.
Just too much Mark Hamill.
Was
It
that?
was hilarious. It was such a meta joke.
That was in Brave and the Bold, right?
No, I think it was after. I do like Batman the Brave and the Bold. That show is just unhinged.
Yeah.
But when you know and learn that Sam Riegel was the casting director for that show, it makes a little bit of sense.
Was he?
Yes. Yes, he
Oh,
was.
Would you like some serious mental whiplash?
Oh, boy.
What, that actually was Annie?
All that. But Sam Riegel voiced one of the Ninja Turtles in an animated show.
That I remember.
Really?
He was
heard that.
Donatello.
Really?
Wow.
Not what's
Nope,
her
pretty
name?
sure.
Serious one.
Pretty sure he was Donatello.
There's Raphael. Yeah, he wasn't Mikey. That's right.
No.
Mikey's the goofy, the orange one, the goofy. Leo's the leader, right? The blue leader.
I honestly don't remember.
There's Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael. Raphael is like the red loner of the group. Leonardo is the more smart one, like the smart guy. The Michelangelo is the funny man, and Donatello is the leader. That's a
John, you remembering all that because I sure didn't.
it's really funny. It's really funny because when I was studying group like character interactions, that was like one of the things that came up is that the Ninja Turtles group is like a solidly well put together group of characters
Really?
that all like embody a basic archetype. Like
wow.
yeah, Leonardo, the smart one, is like the smart guy in the general sense. He's like Sokka and like the guy who makes up the plans and who comes up with like the gadgets that you need.
Okay.
Michelangelo is the funny guy. Leonardo is, or not Leonardo, Donatello is the leader and is usually like takes up the main character mantle, but because they're like a 4-man band, they usually all have that. And Raphael is the Lancer, I think they call it. I think it's, yeah, Lancer. Where he's the one that goes off on his own, is like the most likely to like say, "You guys are wrong, I'm right," and then storm off in a huff. Yeah, I'm very sorry to say this, but your husband, Victor Magine, was found dead on the Martinez Railroad
What
Walk.
did you say?
Oh, she's dead.
Great and terrible Spike.
Uh-oh.
The blood freezes in her veins.
Alright, I might actually take off. I have to go to bed to get up in the morning. Sadly.
Already?
Early.
Colby, it's 9.
Yeah, it's literally 9 p.m.
I'm aware. I know. I know it's lame.
No, it's not lame, Colby. It's a problem.
When do you have to get up?
Like 4:45, 5.
Why?
Because I have to do a specific experiment that I need done by 10, so it could get analyzed. Because I have to do the thing, and then it gets submitted to somewhere else for 10.
You can't tell them to like wait a little longer.
No, this is not just me. It's the entire school.
Oh wow, that's brutal.
Yep.
Man, that school is really dumb. What school is that again?
Jesus.
He ain't here. He's not gonna help you.
It's true. It's true. If he would have given me a sign not to do this. But I haven't gotten that sign.
Jesus, take the wheel.
He's not. It's the problem.
Oh, okay, Colby.
Alright. Good night.
Goodbye.
Good night, Colby.
Night, buddy.
Did he leave?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, he did. Goodbye, Colby. Your husband is dead and very sorry for your loss. Nice share like pearls and Siwa. Aw.
But he was just...
Where she looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the
But
tray.
he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
Thank you, Kim.
What happened to him?
She turns to you, her neck and cheek are covered in red blotches like diligence. Certainly say about it, first glance seems like he slipped in his head. Oh, there's 2 ways to say it. I guess we'd be nice.
Was he drunk?
Yes.
I see. And you just
I'll
found
be
him
right back,
there,
gents.
lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
I'm gonna etch it
She
into her
blinks,
brain.
eyes welling up with tears. as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Give her the lieutenant's handkerchief.
Yes, thank you.
That handkerchief served me well.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
Oh, here gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
It burns like acid.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Take a day to cry. You'll be prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
Look at that empathy working out.
Nice.
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon she will have to go to the bathroom and scream.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
We did, and then someone picked him up. That's why we went to the car to call the police people.
Yeah, get in the car.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over her cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon.
I'm very sorry.
We should step outside and talk.
We should step outside. Let's let the library card buyer leave the room. Alright, Kim, what you got?
You did well.
Says as soon as you left the apartment, the balcony felt cool and quiet with stunning view over the district. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Well, what about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
Was it closed then? Dead body on board, 10 experience. Wow, only 10 XP. So, I guess I need to figure out what to do now. How long have I been streaming? Just under 2 hours? It's... what time is it? It's 12:57. It's been like less than an hour since I talked to those guys. We need to find a ball. We need to establish our authority. Good, Adam. Let's go. Goodbye, Adam.
Oh, is that sound going on? Is that his over his mic?
Yeah.
See, this is why you gotta mute when you leave.
Tell me when he shows back up.
Okay.
How should I get a secret password? Do you think Kudo is a communist?
I think he's an anarchist.
So we need to find a ball. We need $20. We have to spend $7.50 on the dice set that we have. Do you think? I wonder if this lady has something.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Oh, okay. Go into the whirling rags. save. Do I have authority clothes on? -2 to authority. -1 to authority. I have a lot of clothes now. -1 to authority. I don't have any positive authority clothes. I never found my gun, did I? Why do I have a fuel canister? A shot put ball. That's I need that. Why do I have a shot put ball?
You have a shot put ball. Where'd you get it from?
I don't know. That's exactly what I needed.
I have really outdone myself.
He takes a bite of the
This is
sandwich.
divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours.
Okay,
I
he's
hope
back,
your heart
Dwayne.
gives out.
Hello, Adam.
What's up?
René, it's
He
a
muted
little
you for a little bit.
pleasures. Life
Yeah,
doesn't
was
need
that
to be
making
a...
noise?
There's a little bit of
a
sound coming over the
struggle.
mic. We couldn't make anything out, but
Hello,
it's
officer.
okay.
How
Did
might
not
I
think
be
you would
of
reach that far.
assistance on this fine day?
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man? So, what's the sense? Can I have a bite of
I'm
that?
sorry, officer, but I really don't share food.
I just asked if I
Nothing
could have
personal,
post some
it's just a
sandwich.
principle.
Oh my god.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when. Aeons ago. Probably when you were still a child.
Please, man, can I just have a
Believe me,
bite?
officer. I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction.
It must be yours.
It must be yours.
Please, friend.
Fuck off! It's mine!
He jerks away, really startled by his own
A
reaction.
glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
Ah!
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
And it's gone.
Aw.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Alright, we have 1%, 3% chance. We need to roll 2 6s.
Alright,
And we did it!
This is how we're gonna do it.
Like, that was the only way we could have succeeded.
Critical success.
Yep. I admire your handiwork, Shep, but there are a few things I do differently.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
This calls for an engineering angle. Structural rigidity, exposed rafters, lattice works, that type of approach.
How do you put a large slice of cheese closer from your hand? We could minimize the component loss by crumbling.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea. That would virtually negate the component loss.
Beautiful. Now bring it home with
I'll do you one better. Your pocket between cheese and hand cows pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
No, no one can. Gaze at the distance, slowly shaking your head.
Wait, but I thought I'd really like to get back to the game now, if there isn't anything else.
That's a shame.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Is there anything you can tell me about this row? I found you guys a new ball. Hold out the bottle.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't
Oh.
for pétanque.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Exactly, and I really did try.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. In this case, almost nothing.
Aw.
Fine. You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing.
Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
Oh.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
Ooh.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
What do you mean find? In the basement there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Oh no!
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown.
He was our clown.
And to mourn.
Ours to ridicule and to mourn. I like this guy.
There's something you missed.
Yeah, right.
You will get to it. Don't worry.
42%. Oh, we still need the signatures. So let's go get the signatures. Fisherman checks. Quick save.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
What's he going?
Down. Simmer down, bastards.
Alright. Oh wait, no, we had to wait for Kim to leave. Look,
Oh? Who?
That's it. No.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
How do I need to get the signatures? How do I do that? Inside your cozy sounds of some kind of hear sputtering.
A policeman. What can our village do for you?
Your name is ridiculous. But skill points and suggestion. Where is suggestion? Psychic. Here it is.
A policeman. What can our village do for you?
Convince her to sign Everett's documents.
Like ocean waves shaping the coastline, you will wear it down, pebble by pebble. Just be persistent.
We're gonna find something.
You catch the lieutenant's side glance, but he doesn't say anything.
What you'll find is poverty and abandon. Not much of a threat you've got there. Save your breath, officer. This deal isn't going anywhere. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got this whole bucket full of rags to finish. That's my job.
Oh.
Maybe you should do yours.
We really should focus on some actual leads. Negotiating real estate deals isn't our main thing.
You know, there could be another way. You'll need to go someplace private and discreet, though. Your room in Whirling would do.
Oh. Okay, let's forge some signatures. I'll wait until Kim's gone to do that. Tank of distilled water. This knows when bodies. This looks like a tiny chemistry lab. Alright, Suna.
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in. Oh, here's Anik.
What? What did you say?
You can barely hear her over the thumping. I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you! The music is too loud!
The project, how's it going?
Oh, the project! It's not going well!
Why?
There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Can you repeat that?
Oh yeah, this one.
3.5 cables into the auxiliary input. Okay? He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekokata. A place to be, apparently.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes.
She does jazz hands to mock him.
Let me know how it goes.
Back to the heavyweight jam.
Jackson says the young man from behind his mixing deck. Lung-shaped trees grow on his silver belt back.
Hardcore!
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 Hardcore to the mega.
Hardcore.
Internally coherent.
If you knew who killed the Mercy hanging behind the whirling rags.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yekokata, the place to be.
What does that mean?
Yekokata is a hardcore place. We're close. True. Hardcore. Hardcore internally all core. All right. Yeah.
Please tell me exactly what you're doing.
Gotta get the people going.
I see.
Yeah, request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible.
We're close. True. Hardcore. Hardcore is internally coherent. All
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the church.
Hardcore.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
He stops dead in his tracks, tilting his head to the... It is.
What is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side, like, now. The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Solve the egghead puzzle. He frowns and starts bobbing his head back and forth.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore.
Oh?
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
You said you were... What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes
Oh!
I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51.
gosh.
Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
Then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra. I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right, but how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
The question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
I'm trying to think if anything can make it harder for.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
As your mind works, the beat recedes from your ears. You hear your own blood pulsing through your head, nourishing your thoughts with oxygen. The rhythm is familiar.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
Feel the movement of blood through your head.
The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer in the double kick that moves the milliliters through your mind. The dark thud is the source of all rhythm, the inspiration behind mathematics.
What is
The
happening?
hardcore.
My imagination fails me.
So does mine!
He laughs and shakes his head.
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
They're likely to hinder. Me being places is going to help us. I can't help you with this right now. I need something extra.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody can tell you what to make it harder core. All right, let's start
You
dancing.
know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every Corday animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a good melody, is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head and point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I'm not gonna on some. I don't know. I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
I'm in official capacity. It's up to police to make. Alright, I'll see if I can come up with something on my own. It's just an
The
investigation.
young man falls
It's so funny
silent
that they give this
with
guy a German
appreciation.
accent.
He
Yeah.
even tries to contain a smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's Jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
The street hawker across the street. Oh, I know that guy.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons
Oh.
waving in the wind.
A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint, right next to the canal. I've been there.
Oh, I know. I know this. I can tell you where it is.
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge, the one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that. I could have said that.
and the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Feels
Does
cold.
it?
Shake it off.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Hey, I have a tape on you. You can use it to improve your Van Eyck's Jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
What about this one? Give him the smallest church in St. Sains.
Righteous!
Hands her, listens and shakes his head.
No! No, can't do! This is gonna make people sad! This isn't sadcore!
Okay, never mind.
Yeah!
Can you please route send a signal through your speakers?
There's a mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
3.5.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
They don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church.
Don't worry.
I love Kim so much.
I know, me too.
It makes it look at the track.
Hang 0.5. We're all good, people!
What a great, he sticks a plug into the auxiliary. You hear a satisfying
Whoa,
clink.
thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
The music, please.
Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
Alrighty.
Alright! Here comes the night!
Yes, what is it?
I talked to Egghead, he plugged in the cable, you can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! A great smell still during his face larger than a red dwarf star.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what he's trying to say is the maximum button is stuck on
Of
maximum.
course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
She looks around the church.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Board ready.
Says Andre.
Ready.
Yells annoyed.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
Oh yeah, SL.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster.
Why? Kim, why?
There's tightness in your chest. Anxiety.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
She lifts her hands from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside. No waves. No floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural.
Oh.
A woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
Oh.
It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and people.
Okay.
Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboards fill the air, joining the chorus.
This fragile world is about to break.
It's getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted on a strange circle of water basins.
Tatiana! Mother of Mega!
You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint.
He's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
It was in me.
The beauty and the beast! The future of dance! Planetary!
Planetary.
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around Dolores' days that appears to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously. His eyes searching for a possible evacuation.
Somebody's about to die, aren't they?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh. the roof. She looks up as she fills the air, a stream of wood and nails. And the pillars of the church twist and creak above and around you.
Down to us! Love!
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent.
Oh.
At all. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. Start tapping.
Oh, I want to feel the heat with somebody.
It doesn't stop.
Oh.
Basil, have you?
Yes, I've turned it off.
She yells, holding the contact mic in her hand.
Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
Oh.
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop.
But then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Aww.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Oh?
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
I think we can
Yes,
use it.
Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Did you hear that,
It
Cam?
was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I've never heard anything like
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically,
that. I don't know.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Your grand director Sulislaw?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear. They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now? What are you gonna do?
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
Oh, the music's back.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach.
Pale -10, pale unknown. Some tiny hard things let go in your stomach. You're still alive. Form 3 on the 2mm hole in the world.
All you hear is silence in your head.
-10. That was good.
Yeah.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there.
She gives you
I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree.
That's nice.
Not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for?
Getting me and my friends in here. And we even
Don't
found
die.
some new associates,
Excuse me.
such as they are.
How's everyone
Good, I
doing?
think. Noid is getting a read on the place.
That's
I
nice.
think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the crab man hasn't shown
The
himself
crab
that
man,
good.
I forgot about him. Can you tell me about your associates?
You helped us out. I can repay the favour.
Tell me about Suna.
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
What about Tiago?
Oh,
Who's
the
Tiago?
crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters.
Okay.
I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing
He talks to
going on.
Noid. Why?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do? Yell up at the tower?
Thanks about the
Who do
others.
you want to know about?
About Andre?
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
Was he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent.
Andre's not super intelligent.
I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know.
On life?
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Oh.
What do you want to know about?
Okay, what's Noid's
He's a
deal?
four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
Yes.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere.
What kind of mindset is
He
that?
abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
She gives you a switchblade smile. What is a
It's
pilgrimage?
just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
I have not told you I'm a regional alcoholic. Recently drinking stuff into oblivion so deep you can't even remember what it sounds like. The biggest street in the city.
No?
Well, I am.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
And it's region fantasy doesn't prove it different. It's not like I'll make it there. Trust me. To drink a bit, think you might.
Unfortunately, I can confirm that.
Also, region fantasy doesn't prove it different people, so no, I don't think I'll be going.
Okay. To each his own.
Tell me about the
Who
others.
do you want to know
Alright,
about?
what about Egghead?
What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells all this
Oh,
stuff?
that. He's the party boy.
What's a party boy?
Melodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offense if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
You don't have to tell me rock is backwards. I'm the future man. I abandoned rock in the 30s. Stupid rock.
Ah, okay. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you...
That's nice.
Anyway.
It looks a little embarrassing to use it. What? Where does this come from, Kim? Where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine.
Jermaine!
People are sweet.
She says quietly.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yeah, I
told
forgot.
you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
You have to
Is
answer
there a
me.
law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstances.
Little Chin taps his foot.
Thank you.
Some more
Sure.
questions? Catch the silver bird. Alright, catch the
The silver bird has already flown away. I will catch it later.
we're gonna die. I think that's it for stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna end it here. And menu. Ah, man. That worked out really well. We solved some mysteries, we did things,
Yeah, that was good.
found a dead body. I need to get what is it called? Commissioned some dice to be made. I told the bookstore lady that her place is haunted. Yeah, what happened to the section? Told the lady that her husband is dead too. She took it pretty well. All things considered.
She handled it, yeah, she didn't break down completely.
Alright. I guess I stop and stream.
Alright, good night, stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Night stream.